That's the thing. People here still need to be on alert for the amount of rain we'll get in New Orleans.
Right, we're looking at rain. We're not going to see the actual system coming here.
Okay.
But you can see how big this system is. And you can see the center of circulation there, not too far away from Victoria, Texas. Port O'Connor is exactly where it is. That's close to actually where the Cat 4, remember this was a Cat 4 hurricane on Friday, made landfall. So that's sitting here just to the south there near Matagorda Bay. Now it's going to reemerge back in the Gulf waters here briefly. It's not going to necessarily intensify because it's not a well-defined tropical system. It's just a huge tropical system. Look how intense this band is. That's going to do all kinds of flooding in southwest Louisiana, work its way over toward the New Iberia, Lafayette area. But I'm more concerned with this band here. Now, it's not a huge concern for us because it's moving through, but it is producing some intense rain down along the coastal areas, Morgan City area, back into the Houma area. It could pick up 1 to 2 inches of rain pretty quickly here. It is working its way off to the north. If it holds true, it holds together, could come on in toward the CBD. But right now, again, this band of rain from Chauvin to Houma, again, a little weaker once it gets farther inland near Thibodaux and back to Racine, giving some steady rain this morning down there. But again, you can see here again from right along the Highway 90 corridor back toward Morgan City, some more intense. You can see some of the lightning we had with that band of rain closer to the marsh areas at this point. Tracking out for you gets to home around 517 this morning, Schriever around 528, Chack Bay around 543, Thibodaux 532, and Luling around 613. So it's moving about 30 miles per hour or so up to the north and will produce some heavy downpours. As for Harvey itself, winds are at 40, moving southeast at 3. Now you'll see the forecast track does show it going on into the Gulf waters here again, very close to the coastline. Remember, the waters are churned up. They're cooler because of that and of all the rain they've had, so it's not expected to intensify too much, maybe up to around a 45, 50 mile per hour tropical storm, but then expected to make a second landfall not too far away from the Galveston Bay area, Beaumont, Texas, work its way toward Toledo, Bend, and Shreveport, then into parts of Arkansas back toward Memphis. But that's Saturday when it gets to Memphis, so because it's still off to our east, guess what? That continues to bring up that moisture and wrap around rain across our area, and that'll continue as we move forward. Now, tropical storm warning still in effect for the Texas coastline. It's possible we could see them kind of stretching close to southwest Louisiana once we see the reemergence or the third landfall there of Harvey back into part of Texas. So PrecisionCast will show storms developing here throughout the morning hours, continuing on into around lunchtime today and through the afternoon. Heaviest rain, again, makes more sense closer to where the center is, back to our west. So the Baton Rouge area, Donaldsonville, Thibodaux, Houma area, back toward New Iberia, the Chaffalaya Basin. They're going to get some heavier downpours. Rain may briefly taper off by 6 o'clock tonight. Then overnight, that's usually when we see the more intense rain starting to come in. And here comes more of those showers with some heavy downpours. 3 a.m. for your Tuesday, continuing through 7 o'clock Tuesday morning. Looks like 9 o'clock on Tuesday, still doing some heavy rain coming on in. Lunchtime on Tuesday as well, and then to 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. So tomorrow looks like a lot more rain across the area, continuing to Tuesday night, even on into Wednesday. The model doesn't show a lot here. I think we'll still see some bands of rain still coming on across our area as we get into the Wednesday time frame. How much more rain? Again, part of Texas, 15 to maybe as much as 40. That's kind of extreme there. 4 to 10 inches of rain across our area. So a flash flood watch in effect for Lafourche and Terrebonne parishes and back toward the Chaffalaya Basin. Nothing yet for the Metro New Orleans. That could change later on this week, but at least at this point, our weather service is not seeing that. There is a threat for some tornadoes and water spouts. We see a slight risk along the coastline. Marginal is some part of the North Shore, and here something we'll definitely need to keep an eye on as we go forward throughout the day today. So local impacts, again, 4 to 10 inches of rain, 1 to 2 foot tide above normal. So watch out for coastal floodings, and again, still watching out for some of those water spouts from time to time. Right now, it's 80 degrees out there. Not a bad morning. Very muggy, though. And you'll see the wet weather continues Tuesday, Wednesday on into Thursday and Friday of this week before the chance of rain does taper off as we head into the upcoming weekend. Angie?